Hey everybody, it's Hussein Kabani, your favorite broker, and I just want to talk to you guys in this video about two things. One thing is about the interest rate, and another thing is about inflation. I think these things do tie in together. It's really hard to put all the pieces of the puzzle together and make it all make sense, but we got to start pulling from somewhere. The first thing I want to talk to you guys about is actually the interest rate, which I have a little bit more information on. Right now, as you guys know, that we have been in an all-time low interest rate position in getting your mortgages and anything else really financed. Interest rates have been very, very low. In one of my videos, I recently used an example of $500,000 at 3%. If you had to basically borrow $500,000 at 3%, your monthly mortgage payment would be $2,100 a month. If you want to keep your budget the same at $2,100 a month and your interest rate went down to 1.5%, you can actually afford $110,000 more, so about $610,000, whereas you would have been able to afford $500,000. What's happening is that you're usually able to qualify on the fixed rate. So there's two types of rates when you get a mortgage, a fixed rate and a variable rate. If you go with the fixed rate, you can basically use that rate to qualify for your mortgage, and that basically calculates your debt service ratio to see if you can afford that mortgage. With the rates being so low right now, there has been some talk over the last week or so that they're maybe re-looking at this whole thing and maybe looking to change the qualifying rate and the way that they actually qualify you on the mortgage. Maybe this is because they feel like interest rates are going to go up, and the mortgages that they're issuing right now, they want to make sure that people are going to be able to service their mortgages and not basically go broke and bankrupt if the rates go up. So right now, if you're able to get a mortgage and qualify at a 1.8% rate on a fixed rate, you'd probably be able to afford more. Right now, I believe they're talking about basically going to add 2 points to that. So if you're at 1.8%, they want to add 2% on top of it to use as your qualifying rate. So you'd be at 3.8%, and that's a rate you would have to qualify at, even though that you are getting that 1.8% rate. The other way they're looking at it is if you're going to go with the variable rate, where you might be able to get it at 1.4% rate, they might want to qualify you at 5.25%. You actually have to be able to afford that mortgage at 5.25% despite you getting a rate at 1.4%. This is going to probably, like, they're still talking about this. We're middle of 2021 right now. You know, maybe by the end of the month into early May, they're going to try to make a decision on this. I'm not comfortable about how quickly they can make a decision on this because the economy still needs to bring in money. Housing is our biggest sector right now. I believe that's bringing in money for us. So I'm not sure how they're going to want to handle this, but our housing market has been heating up. This is another little point I want to point out to you guys here right now. In my videos, I have talked about 2017, and everyone thought that it was a provincial government's intervention where it or the federal government's intervention where it dropped the housing market. It's not true, in my opinion. We saw the inventory rising, and there was different influencing factors to the market that basically made the market drop down. If you guys have been listening to me, I've been telling you about the changes in the marketplace. Now look at this government kind of intervention. Now everyone's going to basically say, despite of what I've been telling people about inventory increasing and consumer behavior changing and whatnot, now this interest rate change or the qualifying rate change, it may come out and affect the market, and most people are going to think it's because of this. But believe me, there's been a lot of stuff that's been going on to lead up to this, and I don't think this is going to be the cause of it. So that's what I can tell you guys about the interest rate thing that's kind of going on right now. The other thing I don't know that much information on, and I'm trying to learn about it myself as well. So if you guys can explain it any better to me, I'd be more than happy to hear it. I read one article, it basically said that since COVID started, 19% of the currency, the Canadian currency that's out there in the marketplace was printed during the last year. So what does that do ultimately? So that dollar that you had before is worth what? 19% less right now. So when we come out of this whole thing, is everything going to cost more? Cost of lumber is up, building supplies in general are up, costs of a lot of things have gone up. And do you think that when we come out of all of this, are these prices going to come back down to where they were? Personally, I don't think so. They've got you hooked. You're paying these numbers, and when inflation kicks in, there's not going to be any way that they're going to be able to reduce this. Your money is not valued at the same spot it was valued at before. So that's just my thoughts on this, guys, and I'd be more than happy to hear what you guys have to say. Do me a favor, like my video, share it, subscribe to our YouTube channel, follow me on Instagram, on Facebook. We're always dropping little hints and advice pieces on there I think that you guys can benefit from. Until next time, remember one thing, guys. Get Kabani, get sold.
Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold. Sell it, sell it, sell it, sell it, sold.